Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance. This is 43rd week from 19th to 25th October, and let us look at the first point, Poland and Baltic states. There are three Baltic states. Please look into this picture. They are three nations towards the eastern side of Baltic Sea, and so as to reduce the dependence on Russia for oil supplies or for energy requirements, so as to reduce the dependence of these countries. These are in Northern Europe, and so as to reduce the dependence of these countries on Russia, now Poland Lithuania pipeline at a cost of 560 million euro is planned. Basically, this will also supply gas to Ukraine. At present, Ukraine is getting gas supplies from Russia, and agreement of Ukraine with Russia will end by 2018. Russia and Ukraine are at loggerheads, right? And in view of the relations of Russia with several other countries, this pipeline assumed a lot of significance. Right friends, Reserve Bank of India announced the merger of two funds, that is Financial Inclusion Fund and Financial Inclusion Technology Fund. These two funds will be merged and only one fund will be created, that is named as Financial Inclusion Fund, and initial corpus is rupees 2000 crore. Basically, this will be used for various developmental projects with regard to the financial inclusion. Look at the next one. Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for Andhra Pradesh capital city Amaravati towards the southern bank of river Krishna, around 15 to 17 kilometers from Vijayawada city. Remaining things, please listen to the lecture part. Association of Mutual Funds in India, or AMFI, it is Association for Mutual Funds, elected Leo Puri as its new chairman, right? Look into the next one. As per the orders of the Bombay High Court, Maggi retested noodles at three accredited laboratories of Mohali, Jaipur and Hyderabad. The retesting is completed and Maggi claims that they passed all the requisite tests, and now it is expected that Maggi will be back into the shelves shortly. PV Sindhu, after winning against Carolina Marin in semi-finals, lost to Olympic champion Li Xirai of China, and she lost in the final of the Denmark Open Super Series in Odense, right? She raised the hopes of winning the title after she defeated Carolina Marin in the semi-finals, but in the final she lost to Li Xirai. BCCI officially suspended Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals for 2 years. This is as per the Supreme Court appointed Committee of Justice R.M. Lodha's interim report. Based on Justice R.M. Lodha's interim report, now the BCCI suspended Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals for 2 years from IPL. PepsiCo was the title sponsorship for IPL. In 2013, PepsiCo was appointed as for IPL title sponsorship, and it is for a period of 5 years. And subsequent to several corruption allegations in IPL, PepsiCo has withdrawn, and now China's Vivo Mobiles will be the title sponsor for IPL for 9th and 10th seasons, right? In 2015, Economic Times Awards. Recently, Economic Times, India's leading business daily, announced its awards, and Business Leader of the Year is Uday Kotak. Famous merger of Kotak Mahindra Bank with Ingvaisya. Probably that is the main point for selecting Uday Kotak as Business Leader of the Year. Right friends, for the third consecutive month, Mercedes-Benz stood as the world's largest luxury car brand. Three luxury car brands, Mercedes-Benz, BMW and Audi, These three are based in Germany, and for the third consecutive month, Mercedes-Benz stood as the world's largest luxury car brand. Sweden will help Mumbai to become a smart city, and customs duty on wheat was raised from 10% to 25%. Why the customs duty on wheat was raised? Because there is a fall in agricultural commodities prices across the world. So as to protect the domestic farmers, recently Government of India increased customs duty from 10% to 25%. There is a glut in the global agricultural commodities market. Look at the next one. Maharashtra government stated that field trials for genetically modified crops for certain crops will be taken up shortly. This is based on the internal committee of Anil Kakotkar. Look at the next one. Tata Steel, it announced 1200 job cuts in Europe. Tata Steel became the major force in Europe after the acquisition of Chorus Steel a few years ago, and now it decided to cut 1200 jobs primarily because of cheap imports from China. There is a glut in not only commodities market but also finished products. Rates have been reduced in recent times because of overall sluggish economy in several countries across the world. On the eve of 37th birthday, Virendra Sehwag announced retirement from all forms of international cricket, and 104 matches, test matches with impressive average of 49.34, 2 triple centuries, and his career came to an end with announcement of retirement, right? Dreaming Big, My Journey to Connect India. This was the book written by Shyam Pitroda. Shyam Pitroda, technology expert, came to India somewhere around 1980s on the advice of the then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and he is instrumental in C. exchanges in those days, and recently he has written a book, Dreaming Big, My Journey to Connect India, that is autobiography of Shyam Pitroda, written with an American author, David Chanoff. Famous Kannada filmmaker K.S.L. Swami passed away. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif visited United States of America. If you want more, please listen to the lecture part. BCCI called off meeting with Pakistan Cricket Control Board chairman, that is Shahryar Khan, and Shahryar Khan blamed India for cancellation of meeting with the BCCI president, right? Look into the next one. 2 children died when a Dalit family was set on fire in Sun Perh village in Ballabgarh in Faridabad district of Haryana. Unfortunate incidents are taking place one after the other. President Xi Jinping of China visited United Kingdom, and China General Nuclear Corporation stated that it will invest £6 billion for the construction of nuclear power station in United Kingdom. Few years ago, the relations between these two countries strained when the Prime Minister of United Kingdom met Dalai Lama, and now economy, or the might of economy, is dictating the relations nowadays. China is investing a lot in United Kingdom. Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe was awarded with the Confucius Peace Prize 2015. This prize is dubbed as Chinese equivalent of the Nobel Peace Prize. But remember, Chinese government has no connection with this prize. This is 1 lakh yuan, or you can say 1 lakh renminbi. Yuan is the basic currency. So 1 lakh yuan is basic prize money for this, and Chinese government has got no connection, and it is called Chinese equivalent of the Nobel Peace Prize, right? 2 mountaineers, Arjun Vajpayee and Bhupesh Kumar, climbed unnamed peak in Himachal Pradesh Spiti Valley and named it as Mount Kalam in honor of APJ Abdul Kalam. Union Cabinet cleared an agreement between India and Egypt on maritime transport, and at the same time Cabinet also cleared signing of Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty or MLAT between India and Maldives. MLAT, Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. This is basically used for exchange of legal information. Recently, Germany refused to sign the treaty as there is a provision of death penalty exists in India. That's why they refused to sign it. 21st India-Russia intergovernmental consultation were held in Moscow. Our external affairs minister attended these intergovernmental consultations. These are regular feature between countries. Geeta, disabled woman, will come back to India on 26th October and she is now with Adi Foundation Karachi. So on 26th of October she will come to India and she was looked after by world famous Adi Foundation in Karachi. Car Free Day was observed from Red Fort to India Gate in Delhi on 22nd October, and interesting point is that day pollution recorded was much less in comparison to other days. 4 mobile Indian firms, they are Celcon, Micromax, Lava and Carbon. They came together to establish electronic manufacturing cluster near Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. They stated that they will produce 7 crore mobile handsets per annum. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad visited Russia and it is his first visit outside Syria after the broke of a civil war in 2011, and it indicates a closeness of relations between Syria and Russia. Right, hard disk drive maker Western Digital Corporation will acquire memory chip maker SanDisk Corporation for about $19 billion. Right, new eco-friendly, energy-efficient terminal building known as Garuda was inaugurated by the Prime Minister at Tirupati Airport. South Africa's one-day international captain AB de Villiers will be the brand ambassador for MRF. Right, IPL will be called Vivo IPL from now onwards for seasons 9 and 10 because Vivo is the title sponsor for IPL after the withdrawal of PepsiCo. Right, China slashed 1-year benchmark bank lending rate. This is the 6th time interest rates were cut in a year because the Chinese economy is not progressing much. It is slowing down. So as to give boost to the economy, what countries will do? Countries will reduce benchmark interest rates. Shekhar Basu took over as the new chairman of Atomic Energy Commission and at the same time Secretary of the Department of Atomic Energy also. Indian Air Force, for the first time, as a matter of fact, in Indian military as a whole, for the first time, Indian Air Force decided to induct women into combat territory. That means they will be there in the fighter jets. From 2017 onwards, you will see women in the fighter jets of Indian Air Force, right? Maldives Vice President Ahmad Adib Abdul Ghafoor, he was arrested on charges of high treason. That means a criminal act against the king. On the charges of high treason means against the king, there was some criminal conspiracy because as alleged on September 28th, there was powerful bomb blast in the presidential boat and he escaped unhurt and his family members were injured. That is, the president was escaped unhurt and president's family members were injured because of some bomb blast in presidential boat, and the government arrested vice president on charges of acting with the criminal conspiracy. Right, Russia's air campaign in Syria is going on. Russia is supporting Syria in a big way by attacking militants, right? And This is the first military action outside the former Soviet Union since the war in Afghanistan. Syria and Russia are becoming closer, and it's going to be a political dialogue shortly. Iran expressed its willingness to conduct a political dialogue to find the solution for the Syria problem. Former Water Resources Secretary Alok Rawat was appointed as the first male member of National Commission for Women. Please don't forget, National Commission for Women is a statutory body. Ashwini Kumar, International Olympic Committee honorary member, passed away recently. He is more than 90-year-old. The first World Indigenous Games. Indigenous Games, you can say, they are of local origin at various places. That means they are famous, they are played locally, right? The first World Indigenous Games started in Brazil, in the northern Brazilian city, right? With this, let us conclude the news at a glance for week number 43. Please do join for other modules. Have a nice day. Thank you.